What is going on, guys? This is Baro, aka Invest Mentor. Thanks for your time and watching. It's Tuesday again. It's August 24th. It's about the end of August. Okay, so yeah, in today's live stream, we're gonna talk about some of the, as usual, we're gonna talk about some of the ongoing hot trend topics in the US stock market, and then we're gonna check into some of the related stocks, like single stock and tickers, to have more detailed analysis. So what just happened? Everyone knows, recently one of the major topic is about Chinese stocks crashes. And well, last Friday, some of the Chinese tech giant stocks like Alibaba, Tencent just had a rebound. Because of the JD.com just have a really outstanding performance last month, and also Cathie who just got cropped, who just dumping a lot of Chinese stock in the past couple weeks, and also just come back to the Chinese stock market right now, and there are some major changes, major movements in those Chinese stock from last Friday until yesterday Monday, and we're gonna keep a close eye on to see what will be going on in this whole week. And also we're gonna see we're gonna check some information about the US economy, to see, because in the past a couple of weeks we have been discussing the US economy is going to be peaking in the third quarter, and also with the the continuous spreading of a COVID-19 Delta variant. So it doesn't, the economy outlook for the second half of this year in the US doesn't seem to be really promising. So we probably need to take some reaction if the market will have some big move in the third quarter, second half this year. So okay, so let's start from the article here first. This is as you can see, a Delta variant spreading. Supply woes crimp business activity in August, according to IHS market survey. So as you can see, US business activity grows low for the third straight month in August as capacity constraints, supply shortage, and the rapidly spreading Delta variant of the coronavirus weaken the momentum of the rebound from last year's pandemic induced session. And I also posted, covered this link in the description box down below this video. So later on, if you have time, please check into that. But the brief for this is about as we can see, the comment, the discussion from the from financial media, from Wall Street, from investment bank, from all the analysts, from those financial experts, mentioning about the strange environment and outlook of US economy, because in the past 1.5 years we have been seeing the US stock market keeps surging. For those blue chip stock, they can surge for 2 times, 3 times, or even more during such a time of disaster during the COVID-19 pandemic. And mostly thanks to the money printing cycle, and that's a political topics to discuss for more. But like for like a economy, for like a financial trading investment, such an environment has been like really strange. And because the GDP has been going good, and the employment data has been like recovering well, but is it really, is it really a fact that the US market and the American people is just having a recovery? Because in the past 1.5 years, all the Americans have a lot of lockdown to just stay at home without being able to work or struggle for their life. But how come the economy is still growing? Because the money the government keeps printing money. So this US dollar flooding in the market, that makes the GDP growing and the employment rate just recovering. But is he a healthy truth or just a faked phenomenon? So right now, because of the inflation has gone over the limit for a while, and the employment data, the job market, there is a shortage for the labor market right now. But the government, the Fed, just have to do the taper sooner rather than later, probably no later than the end of this year. So a lot of pressures are, the US economy and the stock market is going under really huge pressure right now. And but the strange thing is that we still see another breakout, another record high in the S&P 500 and also Nasdaq index yesterday. So but that's just something we have to be aware. If you are not someone, if you are not losing money, if you are making some profit from the US stock market, by trading any type of stocks like blue chips or meme stock or whatever, super mover, like a Moderna, just Pfizer, whatever. From my 2 cents, I would like to stop at the good. I would like to stop at a good timing right now. And just become, try to be more conservative, protective of our own investment trading strategy. Okay, so and also this has been mentioned, the market crash and the gloomy third quarter and all that. But we just don't know if it's actually gonna happen and what time is it actually gonna take place in the third quarter or maybe fourth quarter. Okay, so but in recent live stream, in a short video, we've been talking about a lot of Chinese stock crashes, along with the China crackdown on tech and the education sector. And earlier we also talked about some of the value stocks, the portfolio of US stock Queen Cathie Wu, and some of the value stock from those fan, like a Google, Amazon, and also some of the hedging assets like cryptocurrency related stocks. And and also we talk about some Chinese, a valuable Chinese stock that could be really valuable for us to trade and invest in, for both of our short-term trading strategy or long-term investment strategy. And so let's take a look into this is the ticker. I was going to This is the ticker. I mean, I'm going to cover like today, and some of the ticker are like mostly are like popularly traded like stocks, like popularly mentioned stocks in the Wall Street bet, like Moderna, Pfizer, and Nvidia, and Palantir, and what's going on for like Baba and JD.com, because like JD.com just have a really outstanding performance announced, and that like just like triggering the rebound of Baba, JD.com, and some of the like tech stocks, like Chinese tech stocks in the yesterday. So that's this is I mean, in the past couple live stream, I was like trying to find out if it's if there could be any good dips to buy from the Chinese stock crashes. And this article, I want to share this article today with you. I also cover that in the description box. Please check into that for more detail. You can see like MSCI CEO dismisses concern Chinese stocks are uninvestable. Okay, so let's see what's going on. So MSCI, the world's biggest index provider, shook off concerns about investability of Chinese stock following recent Beijing's regulatory crackdown, citing previous instances where markets rebounded in the aftermath. So, and the whole audio later on, if you have time, you can take a look. This is said by MSCI CEO. Okay, it says like this like the regulatory crackdown is like Chinese regulatory crackdown happened in the history, like every like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and just every time in like after the crackdown, the stock price is just like rebound to have a like a to have a like a breakout to break out for new heights. Okay, so it says here like regulatory compliance has waited on China every 3, 4, 5 years, and obviously the markets have sold off at the time, but very quickly afterward the markets have recovered and gone through a new height. Okay, this is said by MSCI chairman. Okay, so MSCI optimism on China stands in contrast to some investors who have called the nation's stocks market uninvestable. Regulatory concern wiped off about $1 trillion from the market value of local stocks listed globally last month, with sharp declines in sectors including online gaming, live streaming, and liquor. Okay, but like after all that, so we can see here, there's a lot of criticism on China in terms of lack of compliance, and the country is now going through a corrective phase. Continuous go through periods like this. So a global market strategy at JP Morgan Chase Asset Management Unit also disagree with the view that China is now uninvestable. So they're not like saying it's a good time, to buy the dip in the Chinese stock, but they just said, I mean, after the crackdown, after the Chinese stock crashes, I mean, like every time happened in the history, there will be a huge rebound. So, I mean, if it's really, I mean, in comparison, if the US stock market, if the US economy is really, in a like a strange environment with like a, gloomy outlook in the second half of this year with a lot of uncertainty. I mean, while Chinese stocks, a lot of Chinese stocks already crashed like over like 50, like 30, 40, 50, or even like 60%. I mean, why not? I mean, why don't we just like move part of the, just the investment and trading like position from those like US stocks into some of the valuable Chinese stocks for, no matter for hedging or for, profit taking or you know, a lot, you know, for all the good purpose, right? That's the point. So yeah, the US stock market just like open. So let's see what's going on. Okay, so we can see like right now it's like you know, for the tickers I'm like following, you know, you can see a lot of like Chinese stocks, like Chinese tickers are among the top performer today. Like Pinduoduo is up for almost like 15% so far, and JD.com is up for about like 10%, and Baba is also up for about 10%. Bilibili is up for about 9%, and KE Holdings up for about 9%, and the VIP shop, all the like, you know, DD.com is up, like you know, it's just like all the, you know, top performer today are Chinese stocks, like with focus on, you know, Chinese internet stock, and also some of the Chinese financial service stocks and educational stock, even like a New Oriental Education also like jumped, like rebound very hotly today. So please check into some of the ticker, and let's have more just in a second. Yes, sorry for the pause. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy to see. I mean, like, these huge, like, you know, tech giants, these like Chinese sites like Rebound, and I was going to like let's just have you know, just I think if we're looking at the let me just see if we have any. Okay, so thanks, like Tiffany C. Thanks for your question. I sure hope the history repeats itself again. Thanks for doing all this coverage. It's resuming and benefit newbies to stocks like me. Appreciate your effort, and thanks for your sharing. Yeah, thanks for your comments, and yeah. So if you have any question, or if you are have I mean, any thoughts and comments about like your trading strategy or investment strategy, no matter in the US stock market or Chinese stocks, Chinese concept stock, or anything, please leave, I mean, further questions so we can discuss further. So let's come back to check into the trading system, the demo trading system. You know, I'm using Weibo right now, and as you can see, like in the in the past few days, we can see the, you know, the further drop of, like, you know, after the, you know, the harsh attitude from China government to, you know, to keep on those like crackdowns, and the all the, you know, Alibaba stock prices that drop, like, you know, have a sharp drop, like, you know, past few days, with like trading volume just like, you know, exploded. And a lot of time when there is a sharp drop with a huge increase in trading volume, the chance is more, I mean, it's more likely for like a rebound. I mean, at least in the short run. Why is that? Let's see. What's just happened on like a May 13, the the price just like dropped, like just like plunged, and with a huge increase in trading volume on this like May 13th. And what's happened after that? The price is like rebound, like for a couple of days. So what's another? Another example. What just happened on July 26th? The price is like dropped for for 2 days, very sharply for 2 days in a row, and with like huge increase in trading volume. And what after that? What come after is just short-term recovery in just few days, short-term rebound in just few days. And what just happened this time is kind of the same thing. The drop, like the sharp, the drop is like even like much harder, like much sharper, compared to the the past couple times. And the volume just exploded even higher than the volume, than the increase in volume, like in the past couple times. So by technical analysis standpoint, it's more likely this rebound will be really steep. So for short-term trading, this we just like throw some of the just like let me just support level here at the horizontal line. So but Alibaba price is like break all the way down through all this like level. But right now it's very likely that by the volume, by the way the price drop, it's very likely to have a rebound, very steep, all the way to test the previous resistance at about like 189, 190. And if there's like, without any like breaking news like coming out further, the price might just like fall back again to have, if there is a if that's gonna be a just like a real rebound in the midterm, in the second half of this year, like usually there will be another leg. By technical analysis, there will be another leg to what do I mean for another leg? That's like a double needle bottoming. Usually when the price is like just like plunge in this way, it doesn't plunge for one times. Even if it rebound in the next few days, it would be still it would be still a chance to just like drop again, to have another to test the support again around like 150, 160, and then we will see if that's a real rebound coming after that. Okay, but right now I think like maybe it's already kind of late, because the like during such a like a steep up and down, it's to be honest, I wouldn't suggest some of the beginner trader to getting with this kind of situation, because we know that the stock market can be complicated, and in every steep drop or rebound, there will be a lot of information and a lot of like mentality, mix in the between. And so the strategy we can do cannot be just like just a simple strategy. For example, actually last Friday, if we are for the experienced short-term trader, I believe that a lot of you might already just like buy in on last Friday. So and probably you're buying a lot because of the steep drop and the huge increase in volume, and then you're probably gonna like just like have some like profit taking at the price level about like 170, and then you're gonna have another profit taking again around like 180, and again to kind of like close all the position to profit taking everything at the price level at about like 190, because it's that's for short-term trading though, because as just mentioned, this strategy is based on the idea that there will be a real rebound afterward or not, the price will just like just very likely to go up to test the 190 and then come down again to test like 160, 150 before the next, if it's really gonna keep going down or like keep going up. Okay, that's that's based on the the volume and the change of the up and down. That's so we can see like what is happening to Pinduoduo. So because the biggest loser, the worst loser, for those like Chinese tech stocks, is probably like Alibaba. And in recent days, compared to the other tech stocks, if we can, when we look at the Pinduoduo, we can see the price is not dropping that much, and the price has been like forming like the second legs here. And right now it's just just today it just surge. It just surged. So in the past few days, so obviously we can see this is more like a fake breakout, based on the support level I just like drawn. The two support level, the support level between like 79 to like $84, and but the price like just like broke down below like 79 in the past, like, but without like 3 days in a row though. Just like broke down for 1 day and come back up, and then broke down for 1 day, 2 day, and third day. Yeah, yesterday it was still down below 79. So this is more like a fake breakout. This is more like a fake breakout. But for every like trading and investment, we cannot think from the standpoint of like technical analysis only, right? We're also gonna consider like a fundamental analysis. No matter you do like short term, no matter what's the term or like period for your like trading strategy. Even if you like do like swing trade or day trade, I think like fundamental analysis is still very important, because if we consider the priority in for some factors that impact a stock price, the most important factor would be like event analysis, right? Like whenever there's a news come out, like the stock price will just like move like right away intraday. And then the second would be the fundamental analysis to see if the company is really doing a good business, really having good financial and all that. And also we have like a macro analysis to see the entire industry and the market environment, if it's good, like promising for this business to continue. And later on, in the end, we see like technical analysis, especially when the price is in a consolidation and without the impact from like a macro, like a fundamental and breaking news, like we look more into like a technical analysis. Okay, So my point was like, for like Pinduoduo stock, I mean, for Pinduoduo, for Alibaba, for all the Chinese stock, for all the US stocks, we cannot think, we cannot, if we want to, especially if we want to do like swing trade, we cannot check into like a technical analysis only. So for Pinduoduo, the point is like, I was saying that was a good timing to buy when the price between like 79 to 84. Right now it just like, just have a huge gap all the way from from the like previous low to like to have a surge for about like 15% today. Okay, but we can see that's like a we can see that's a like short-term resistance here based on the previous like high previous resistance here. So for like day trading, if you only want to trade for like just if you only want to do like intraday trading or like trade for like 1 or 2 days, maybe that's already the profit taking opportunity is already gone. It's already gone. And we can see if he will still like just like break out above like a 94, 95. If he break like stand up above 94 and 95 for 3 days in a row, that will be another buy point. That will be another breakout buy point for us to enter for both like for short-term trading. But for long-term investment, I think like as mentioned, I think like most of these like Chinese internet stocks would be good for us to do long-term investment, at least for the next couple of years. Because what? Because it's just a great discount. For like Pinduoduo, you can see the previous, I mean the record high is about like 212, and right now the price is just like just about like 60% off. But as mentioned, we just like talk about the article. We just talk about article mentioned by MSCI CEO, and it's not only mentioned by MSCI CEO. It's just like MSCI. I'm not sure if anyone know about MSCI. It's an index company. It's a like a Morgan Stanley composite index company, and so definitely they have knowledge. They have like specialty in all the index, in all the like global economy data. They're like really data centric. So the CEO is saying, I mean, this has happened like over and over again in past couple decades. So we just like we don't care. We don't care if it's a scam or if it's a conspiracy, if it's like a collusion between like China government and those like corporate insiders. We just care if that's potentially a good profit-taking like opportunity for us to do, especially when the US stock market, I mean the general US stock market has like a less opportunity for us to take profit, with like a higher risk for us to lose money, right? So yeah, snowy SoFi, yeah, very good coverage, and Chinese stocks are about to rebound for sure. Yeah. Okay, so snowy SoFi, yeah, thanks for your comments. So just wondering if you are holding any Chinese stocks, or if you have been like trading any Chinese stock, because as mentioned in my previous live stream, I didn't pay like much attention to Chinese stock until recently. Some of my analyst friends from those investment banking in Hong Kong and New York just like remind me about the China crackdown and the Chinese stock crashes, and and I just like switch my focus, switch my like attention to these Chinese stock, and I just found, oh my god, when you know, if like the US stock is really too high and these Chinese stocks are just like really a good bargain, like good for us to have some like a bargain hunt, like what can we do? What can we do? Okay, so I have to mention, sorry, it's already like, you know, just you know, like 35 minutes after I started like a live stream today. Sorry, I have a loud starter today, and but I have to like mention right now in the middle of the live stream, the, you know, just I actually like mentioned about this at the beginning of the live stream. You know, as like you know, I mentioned every time, you know, the channel, the live stream, the short video, Borrow Invest Mentor, the channel is created for entertaining, educational, and you know, just informational purpose only. So without any financial advice, because I'm not a licensed financial advisor. So please always do your investment research and due diligence for your own trading and investment. So, and be responsible for your own profit and loss, okay, please. And the yeah, so Tiffany, I'm not like yeah, Tiffany C, I'm not sure if you're like you know, still like watching. So thanks for your comments. Yeah, I mean, I would like to learn more from your like, you know, just I mean, for your trading and investment knowledge and strategy. So if you don't mind, if you're still watching, please let me know more so we can discuss further. Yeah, thanks. And then let's come back. So obviously it's about like, you know, 20 minutes after the market opens. So we can see like right now today, like in my watch list, the top performer is like Pinduoduo, and you know, it's 360 Digital Tech is one of the major like you know, Chinese brokerage firm with headquarters in Hong Kong. It's also like, you know, Rebound a lot, and KE Holding, JD.com, VIP Shop, Bilibili, Baba, Tencent Music, Tencent, Joy, you know, DD Global, okay, we just had we just bought in the IPO like in the past couple weeks. Okay, so Up FinTech Holding and the New Oriental Education. So all the top performer in my watch list is you know, or like 9% is Chinese stocks. So I probably cover like about like more than 100 stocks here, but like, you know, Chinese stock is definitely making the call today. So let's see for another article I was going to share. This is also the thing, like China tech stocks rebounded as Cathie Wu joins Bargain Hunter. This like China tech stock just like rebounded yesterday, but it's, you know, have an even stronger rebound today. It's crazy. So let's see, we will keep a close eye on to see if they're gonna keep like, you know, working this way in the past like, you know, couple days or like a couple weeks or like a couple months. So but definitely, I mean, the channel is like, you know, mainly for financial trading. I mean, for financial trading investment, right? So we're gonna make some money. We're gonna take some profit. And Chinese stocks, as mentioned, in the, I mean, since last week, most of the major Chinese stocks were bottoming, were forming the bottom. And right now, I mean, we just talked about that last week, and right now it's just rebound. We just rebound. And you know, you might be wondering, what if it's like keep dropping, you know, in the next couple days? So let's come back to see if it will just keep rebounding or dropping, okay? But my original concept was like, you know, it would just like rebound throughout the, I mean, in the entire second half of this year, because okay, this is very important. This is based on the, it's not like I cannot say it's insider information, but it's more like insights. I have like surveyed, I have heard from those like connections from my previous working experience, those like connections in like Hong Kong, in New York, from those investment bank, those like banking analysts, like asset managers, like fund manager, like a mutual fund manager, like hedge fund manager. I mean, especially a lot of those like Chinese asset managers have been buying the dips along the way, buying the dips into all those like Chinese stocks like suffering like really terrible crashes in the past like couple months. Because can you imagine, like, you know, let's come back to see the chart again. You know, what about like, you know, let's take like a Pinduoduo as example again. If you're someone like holding a lot of Pinduoduo share and just like sold most of the Pinduoduo share when the price was above like $200, and you just like close all the position for Pinduoduo and all those like Chinese stock at the top, at a high, like half a year, 6 months ago, and the price just like dropped like, you know, 50-30%, like, you know, for Pinduoduo the price is was about like, you know, like $80, and you just like bought in, you just bought all the share back. Like, you just need to use like 1/3 of your original capital to buy back all the things you originally owned, right? So you have a lot of extra money to buy all the other things. So imagine if you do this, if you were holding a lot of like Chinese stock like half year ago. I mean, if you have a Chinese portfolio to hold all this, like millions or tens of millions of dollars to hold that, right now, the chance is like the amount of shares in your Chinese portfolio, or I mean, the stocks of the Chinese, the Chinese stocks in your portfolio will be increased like 2 times, 3 times, or even more. And then you will see if the price is going to rebound. If it's really, you know, just have a rebound. I mean, and that's just, by history, according to history, you know, every time after China crackdown to pull back all the Chinese stock, the price will just rebound. This has happened every single time in the history. Okay, this is not said by me. This is said by MSCI CEO. This is said by MSCI CEO in the article. We just like, you know, we just I went through, and later on, if you have time, you can check into the link to have more detail. Okay, MSCI CEO dismisses concerns Chinese stocks are uninvestable. Okay, so if you're still saying, oh, Chinese stocks so risky, this is like China crackdown, like Chinese stock crashes. Oh my God, I already gave you the hint last week. Tell you, Chinese stocks were bottoming. And right now, Chinese stocks are rebounding. If you are still gonna miss the chance to take the profit, to make the money, I'm speechless. You know, I'm speechless. Okay, you can think, oh, I'm like just like doing a show, like talking about the shit. Okay, yes, I as I mentioned, I said the channel is for informational, it's for educational, it's for entertaining purpose. Okay, I can just, you know, just struggle, like, you know, to share the things from my previous working experience, from my previous like working connection, all the shit. Okay, but it's really a matter. I mean, I'm not rich. I just probably have like millions of dollars, like, you know, in stock market. I mean, originally invested in US stock market, but 2 weeks ago, I just moved like 30% of that into Chinese stock market. It's not like it's not Asia, but like you know, the Chinese stock listed in US, Chinese stock listed in Hong Kong. Okay, so and right now, I'm pretty satisfied. But also, I mean, of course, I'm not like doing as good as those, like, you know, just like I mean, those like, you know, corporate insiders in those like beneficial beneficial groups like just I mean like cooperating with like China government. If I wish I could be like one of them. Okay, so that I will took the action like much earlier, like at the start of this year. But it's not too late. It's not too late. Okay, it's not too late. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, thanks, Tiffany C. Yeah, you're still watching, but would need to leave soon. Usually, I will watch your video on the following day. Most of my money are on EMQQ, Cathie stocks, and Bilibili. Okay, yeah, thanks for your time. Thanks for your time. And they're dropping a lot, but I'm just going to keep holding on them. Hopefully, they rebound soon. And we'll be watching the rest of your video tomorrow. I have a great session today, and once again, thanks for your share. Yeah, thanks for your time, Tiffany. Thanks for your time, Tiffany. I will just really appreciate your time and your watching, and hopefully this is helpful from the dig off from the the market insights, and sharing from some of the insight I got from my previous working experience and working connection and all that. But definitely I think for trading investment, as you just mentioned, you are not holding many stock in your portfolio at the same time. But right now I'm not sure if you're investing or trading stocks in US stocks or some like Hong Kong stock, like Japan stock, like Taiwanese stock. But right now in August, right now, it's really a fantastic timing to drill into these Chinese stocks. See how pathetic. I don't know. Like all of a sudden, I don't know how to describe this like Chinese stock, but these are just like you just use like $10 to buy something worth like $100 right now, right? Why do I do that? But of course, I just mentioned I just moved like 30% of my entire capital invested in US stock into Chinese stock right now. That's something I never done before. Because the amount I've been like trading in like US stock is not just like $1,000 or $100,000, but it's a lot. So I cannot move. Because of a lot of things, the rules and agreement with my friends, I cannot move 100% of those capital into Chinese stock. The most is like 30%. But later on, if I can do more, I will definitely do more. Okay, so let's see. So knowing SoFi, I'm going to get more Chinese stock myself as well. Yes, I was saying like this channel is totally like political, like neutral. I'm totally apathetic for politics. A lot of people will say. I was saying like I'm holding Taiwanese passport, I'm holding American passport, but I'm like Chinese looking. I'm from Taiwan, so am I pro China or what? But this is not about politics, okay? This is about financial trading investment. This is about how much money you can make by trading, investing in stocks. So, would you really care if you? Even if you are against Chinese, if you're against China government, are you gonna like, just like throw cash into like a trash can if like you can make some, if you can actually make some money from those Chinese stock? Come on. Okay, that's the thing. Okay, so I'm probably like too aggressive right now. So yeah, because I got a lot of like just comments and criticize about like some audiences was saying, oh, I should like just like move out of like the US. I'm like be trading like America or what. Thanks to like the greatest country in the world. I think thanks to the big ego. Thanks to America. I was going to school in the US and I learned a lot. I I mean, I made a lot of friends, and I also have a lot of like family members, like still like, you know, located in US, in like Michigan, in LA, in New York. I mean, I love American. I love the everything, like culture, like you know, the stock markets, the education, the people, like, you know, everything in America. But right now, it's a, you know, it's a there is some like, I mean, very classic sentence, like, you know, sometimes friends can never be friends, enemy can never be enemy, especially when I mean, the point right now is to make some money. So okay, and I mean, like in the okay, this is a little bit, I'm kind of like, you know, just messing up with my thoughts right now, but I was gonna say it. I mean, I was not specific, especially pro China or pro America or what. I was hoping the entire world can find I mean, a real peace, and a real peace. I mean, everyone can like team up and co-op with each other. Okay. I mean, I'm originally from Taiwan, and right now I'm in Taipei. You know, so you can, I don't mind if you call me like, you know, Taiwanese, Chinese, American, whatever. I love everyone. I love Taiwanese, I love American, I love Chinese, I love India, I love European, I love Japanese, and all that. And I really hope everyone can be really peaceful to collaborate, to cooperate with each other, to have a, you know, a good day, I mean, in the future, okay? Instead of like, you know, just fighting and competing with each other for profit and desire only. So, okay, so I kind of like, you know, talk too much into some of the irrelevant topics. So, let's, okay, so I was going to talk about this, like China tech stock rebound as Cathie Wood joins Bargain Hunter. Like 2 weeks ago, like Cathie Wood just like, you know, Cathie Wood, I mean, used to hold a lot of like Chinese stock, but because she's a fund manager, so for like, no matter for hedge fund, mutual fund and all that, these fund manager will just have you know, mechanism in their like, you know, in their white paper. So whenever they lost like 20, 30, or even or maybe like 50% in certain stocks, or in certain industry, or in certain like region, they have to reduce the holding. They have to reduce the position in that stock, in that region, in that sectors, and all that. So that's why Cathie Wood had to cut a lot of the Chinese stock holding like 2 weeks ago. But obviously, you know, Cathie Wood understand like these Chinese stocks are going to rebound. So once the limit is off, like Cathie would just come back again to become a bargain hunter for these Chinese stocks. So, and later on, that's also one of the important things we can keep a close eye on, to see how Cathie, what's the stocks like Cathie would just, you know, add back with more position. Okay. And also, that's this, like JD.com surge after sales beats Allays tech crackdowns fear. Okay, so we can see Alibaba, JD.com, Pinduoduo, and all this. The things like I mentioned in like 2 weeks ago, when I was saying the Chinese stocks were bottoming. These stocks, just like fundamental, I mean, from, you know, from the macro perspective, from the fundamental perspective, from technical perspective, the pullback just faked. Okay, the harder you pull back, the more you should buy. Right? Because that's a greater discounts, right? When we go to annual sales, we always ask, oh, it's a 50% discount, it's an 80% discount, right? The more discount it is, the more we will buy. It's the same for Chinese stock right now. Okay, so and from fundamental perspective, these Chinese stock, these like Chinese major, I mean, tech giants, are just like too big to fall. I mean, unless like China is totally fucked up and like a, you know, unless there's a, you know, real war, just physical war, it's like nuclear bombs like shooting between like Russia, China, and America. Otherwise, this stock will just like rebound and recover into a new high. So right now it's definitely a great discount to buy the dip for these stocks. Okay, so and also I know, I mean, I get American passport, and I was like living in the US for a long time, and I understand a lot of American people just hate Chinese, just hate anything related to China. But this is the money we can make. This is the money. This is US dollar we can make from this Chinese company. This is not even like a renminbi or yuan or like Japanese yuan or like what. This is not, you know, this is not even euro. This is US dollar we can make by investing in these Chinese stock. So just please forget about the bias, forget about the discrimination, and later on, if you can calm down, like please check into some detail. Like you can just simply enter like buy the dip like Chinese stock. You can see, oh my god, I think a lot of you may not be able to read like a Mandarin Chinese probably, but if you can have more insights, because what just happened in the past couple months, all the Chinese retail investor and institutional investor have been buying these Chinese stocks. When these Chinese stocks like keep pulling back, they just like keep like, you know, just like, you know, picking up, like keep like buying the dips with great discount. That's so to this point, you're gonna say, oh, if it's a collusion conspiracy, it's a scam to like a trap and crop these like international institutional investor or all that. I don't know. I can just tell you what I have researched, what the information I have collected, and the insights I've heard from those connections in Hong Kong, those asset managers, those Chinese asset managers from Hong Kong, those Chinese asset managers, and the brokerage like managers from like Wall Street, the Chinese brokerage managers. That's what they have been doing. Okay, so I'm not biased. I mean, it's fine. You can totally have your bias, but right now, I mean, it's like sad enough. I mean, if you are anyone, I don't care if you're American, European, or like what. If you're someone who used to hold a lot of Chinese stock, but you just have your stop loss and then sell them off, and then you lost like 30-50% right now. Instead of like just like, you know, doing nothing, I urge you to buy them back when it's not too late. Okay, this way your loss could be limited, right? Because the rebound will happen. But once all the stocks like rebound to another high, your loss will be just lost. Okay, so sorry about like, you know, so I apologize that I talk like too much like conceptual things and ideological things today, but I mean, I was really want to talk about like more like facts and analysis in those like into those like single stock like Chinese stocks and some of the like, you know, major stocks we were gonna talk, like, you know, also like mention a lot in Wall Street bet, like the Pfizer, like, you know, Alibaba, like Nvidia, Moderna. You know, I was gonna say Moderna. If you are holding Moderna, just sell it, because, you know, before, okay, this is not related to Chinese stock, but before I close it, why I say, okay, these stock, Pfizer, Alibaba, Nvidia, Moderna, Palantir are the top mentioned in Wall Street Bet, in Reddit, and last time someone is asking about Moderna and the vaccine. Okay, the reason why I say it's Moderna is crazy, man. It's like you can see we just do a very simple like brainless like stupid analysis comparison into Moderna and Pfizer, right? Pfizer is the very great pharmaceutical company, right? And we can see like because Pfizer just got an approval. It's going to get approval from like FDA for the vaccination. So that's how the stock price of Pfizer just like surge recently. And then if you look at the monthly chart for the entire trading, I would say even Pfizer, such a great pharmaceutical company, is kind of risky or dangerous to buy at this point, because I mean from the fundamental, the stock price is kind of like there's a reason for the stock price to jump, but the price, there should be a limit, there should be a ceiling, right? There should be a resistance, and right now we can see the resistance is just right here. Okay, the stock price is already over the enterprise value in the from like fundamental standpoint, but from technical standpoint, you can see it's a little bit too high right now. Okay, so like around like $50, I would say $50 is really a huge resistance right there. So really gotta be careful. I mean, for me, I personally, let's go back to the daily chart for like Pfizer. I would sell it. I would do a short selling when the price like pull back to test like 43 or 44, this range, and then we will see like what's going on after. Okay, because like I mean in order to tell you more, I need to do more like complete research for those like fundamental factors and but right now for Pfizer, I think it's, I mean, don't chase the high. It's really dangerous. It's gonna pull back right now. And let's come back to the monthly chart again for Pfizer. You can see like in 2008, the financial crisis, the price was as low as almost as low as like $1 and $4, and right now it's like 51, and that's about like 20 times like in the Bitcoin. And what's happening in Moderna stock price looks like this. Moderna just like went IPO in 2018. The price is like staying about around like $10, and then it's like surged all the way from like about $10 all the way to almost like $500 in 1.5 years during the pandemic. This is, I mean, sorry for my words, this is bullshit. There's no way, like, not just because of the vaccination, like Moderna just have the just the manufacturing and the distribution of the vaccine like around the globe. That's how the stock prices like surge recently. But this is in terms of the fundamental analysis for the like PE and the technical standpoint, it's way too high. And Moderna is also mentioned in, it's going to be a like meme stock in Wall Street Bear right now. So it's the same. I mean, the same with Pfizer. I think like if I really want to do this stock, I would do some like short selling in the short run. Okay, but I will have more research into this pharmaceutical company, and we can discuss further. Okay, so okay, let's see if we have watching the video. Yeah, thanks Julia, thanks Tiffany, thanks Noe, and yeah, thanks for your time and watching. And yeah, sorry, I mean, apologize that just my like live stream today is not really organized, and a lot of like messy conceptual and ideological information and talk here. And but I think I was going to just have enough talk about these like Chinese stuff, but I'm really sorry. It's just I didn't know it would just like rebound so so soon, like just this week. So I mean we just like mentioning about the bottoming and buying the dips like 2 weeks ago, but it just like rebounding now. So if still like keep rebounding, I will just like keep talking about these stocks for a while, right? So yeah, thanks for your time, and yeah, I will just like do more research for the information. I have more organized sharing next time in my next live stream and short video. So please hit the like and subscribe button and leave any of your thoughts and comments so we can discuss further. So thanks for your time and watching. I will see you in the next one.
Wow.